After Andrew left, a prominent activist short seller was charged with 1 count of engaging in a securities fraud scheme, 17 counts of securities fraud, and 1 count of making false statements to federal investigators in connection with a long-running market manipulation scheme that netted at least $16 million in profits. The short selling community remains on edge. Left, known for his frequent appearances on CNBC, Fox Business, and Bloomberg, was also head of Citron Research, which also shorted GameStop and got stomped out more than 1 time. According to our sources over at InvestorTurf, many other predatory short sellers are growing increasingly anxious and unsure of when the DOJ and SEC might take action against them, which is also leading us into a brand new case filed by Wes Christian for Quantum Biopharma QNTM, filing a U.S. federal lawsuit against CIBC World Markets, RBC Dominion Securities, and others, seeking damages in excess of $700 million for possible stock price manipulation and spoofing. So we are seeing the crackdown start to happen, at least on certain plays in certain sections of the market, and shout out to Wes Christian for continuing to go after short sellers. Now, speaking of short selling, I want to give you some squeeze plays and talk briefly about them really quick before we jump into AMC and GameStop's chart. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn post notifications on. First of all, WULF, TeraWulf, up 14% almost on the day, and this is my favorite one out of the ones that I'm going to show you. I actually entered a position in this and I alerted Discord. It is now trading at $5.95. You are seeing some decent volume come in. It flagged out, broke up, and now it is, in my opinion, going to continue to run to potentially fill a gap around $7.70 and maybe even go higher like it did back here in 2021, alongside many other plays that squoze as well. Overall, the volume is looking good, and this one I believe was called out in the YouTube comments. The next one that I want to show you guys is Nokia. Nokia is just looking good. It's trading very sideways on the day, but you can see we recently got this breakout, and it was very fast from 415 all the way to 480. Just one to keep a side eye on, alongside AMC, GameStop, Cassava Sciences, so on and so forth. Next one is Save, S-A-V-E, which is Spirit Airlines, trading at $2.40, up 63% on the day. You can see it didn't reject here like normal stocks would, right around $2.23. It looked like it was going to pre-market, but instead today it rallied higher. Now this one could be immediately just going down, but it's something to keep your eye on, especially with the volume that is coming in and the amount of upside that it could potentially have, especially since it's been beaten down this hard. Last but not least, another Wolf stock, WOLF, trading at $15, down 6% on the day, but you can see recently had a ton of volume come in very quickly, had a gap up, and coincidentally, we talked about it yesterday, this stock is trading identically to Siri, S-I-R-I, which is another play that I told the community to keep your eye on, as Warren Buffett is purchasing over 100 million shares worth of this company, I believe, or it's $100 million worth or so. Either way, he may know something, and the chart's trading very similar, if not exactly, to Wolf. Wolf is looking good. Overall, these are the last plays that I want you to keep your eye on. Let me know if you are getting in any of those. Now, GameStop is ramping up their paid marketing this month, which has been non-existent for 12 months as a whole. So shout out to GameStop. That's going to bring us into some numbers. First of all, AMC's options chain, 3,000 calls compared to 3,000 puts, so we are even on the options chain, and then 47,000 calls expiring out of money compared to 5,000 puts. So if AMC is green on the week, we should see more lean on the call side of things, which is good, but nothing crazy, not a huge gamma ramp or anything like that, at least as of right now. GameStop, a lot more people betting calls than betting puts, 40,000 almost to about 6,000, but we are losing on the options chain, which I think will turn around very quickly, and I'm going to explain why in the charts right now. First of all, this is playing out exactly, not even almost exactly, to what we called out and we have been tracking. So if you've been following the videos, you knew this was coming with GameStop. The scale up and the scale down right here before that massive rip. Now this could come all the way as low as $20.40, likely $20.60, but we could have already just hit the low at $20.80 before moving higher. To bring the pattern in right here, this is exactly how GameStop is likely to trade. It has yet to fail off of this pattern, and it came up and it finally came down, and now it is likely to catapult higher, and we're also seeing some market news this week on the SPY that will hopefully be good and push the SPY up, push Bitcoin higher, which we're going to talk about in 1 second, but ultimately also push short squeeze plays, GameStop and AMC as well, higher. This is also going to lead us into AMC. AMC is in its point of interest. If it closes above $4.35, it invalidates a heavy downtrend. We are pushing up on that level. $4.34 broke to the upside out of this flag, but we need more volume. Obviously, a lot of it is being routed to non-lit exchanges, alternative trading systems, aka dark pools, right? And then a lot of it is short volume as well. We need something to change here in the volume so that AMC can make powerful moves to the upside. But overall, it's looking decent. I'm not going to say it's looking good. I'm not going to say it's looking bad. It's looking decent as it's fighting this level at $4.35. Now, yesterday, the Chinese president ordered the army to prepare for war. War is never good for the markets, showing more signs of uncertainty. Over the weekend, we covered very important videos about the market, about swaps, so on and so forth. The SPY earlier today, I also called out calls right here at the very bottom of this wick. I said SPY needs to bounce here. That is what I said in Discord. And if you entered calls, and congratulations. Will this hold up? That's something that we're watching. This ascending support trend line the SPY has to hold, and so far you got to wick down to it, and it's holding up pretty strong. We are sitting on the 4-hour time frame, but you can see we had this flat top and then a break to the downside, which normally isn't a good indication. Honestly, seeing a break out of this to the downside is not something that I want to see, but we're going to look at volume. If there is a pullback in the SPY, just watch this range down here at 575 to 573 for a potential bounce, and that would be, sort of a end of the month brief pullback before the SPY can, come higher into November, hopefully. So that's something that we're watching as well for the SPY. If we see a pullback, I don't think it'll be too long. Bitcoin also pulling back alongside the S&P 500 after it pushed up to 69K, which is a level that we were watching, a crucial level. I wanted to build the spring so we could push past it, but that 69 level is just a major wall for Bitcoin, and the fear greed index on Bitcoin is showing greed. So it just may need a little bit of a cool off. Ultimately, I'd watch how the market's going to react to certain things, and I think Bitcoin will have sort of the same reaction. Nvidia is going above 141.35, which is extremely important, up 2.43%. If we close up here, Nvidia is looking extremely bullish, likely to come to the top of this range at 146 or so over the next day or two. So shout out to Nvidia for continuing to pump. We're also going to be keeping an eye on Tesla because it has earnings on Wednesday, I believe, and it is just going to chop trade until that day. If you are playing it, let me know in the comments down below. That will be a very risky play. Last but not least, payments company Stripe has bought stablecoin platform Bridge for $1.1 billion, which is the biggest acquisition in crypto so far. Overall, guys, that is what I got for you for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching or found value out of the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed already, because we are very close to 30K subs. And if you haven't seen the 2 videos I uploaded over the weekend, these are actually some videos I urge you to go watch. If you're not in the Discord yet, join the Discord. It's only a coffee a month right here. Got it. This is 1 month. You get access to viewing my trades as soon as I enter them. You get those alerts. You get option sweep alerts, dark pool alerts, insider trade alerts, immediate market news, and overall the best talks, the best vibes with the most amazing people who also want to become financially free like yourselves in the market. So join the Discord. It's the 3rd link in the description, or I'll pin it in the top of comments for you guys. And if you want up to 15 free stocks, earn 8.1% APY on your uninvested cash, and earn $30 cash reward, remember, you do not make money and get rich by saving money. It just does not happen. So go to that, use my link, open an account, and deposit into your account. It'll take you 2 to 3 minutes to get it all set, and you'll start earning free stocks. Again, it's the 2nd link for Moomoo. Open an account and make a deposit. You're also getting level 2 order book data for free, access to trading options, going long, going short, viewing other exchanges, and more as a retail trader. And the very top link is for my custom indicator, pattern detection, and forecasting. You can get it for 2 weeks for free. Plug it into your TradingView charts, let it detect patterns for you, give you price targets, and forecast what the stock might do next, so that way it can assist you on your trading. That is it. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.